Hi everyone, so today I'm going to be doing a basic eyeshadow look using the Anastasia Soft Glam palette, and the purpose of this video is just to be a quick tutorial on how to put eyeshadow on in 5 easy steps. So if you're interested, stay tuned and enjoy. Okay, so I'm going to dip into orange soda and just tap the brush on my wrist to get rid of any excess powder, because if you don't do that, sometimes what you'll end up with is a little patch of like unblendable pigment. So tap on the wrist, and then starting at the outer corner, I'm just going to lightly apply that right where my eyelid meets my brow bone, and that's what's known as the crease of your eyelid. So you can see that that color is just barely noticeable, but that's kind of what you want, because this is just the first layer of pigment that's going to make everything else blend more easily, and it's also going to serve as just a way to transition from a color that's on my lid to something that's not so pigmented on my brow bone. Now I'm dipping in with Fairy just above the crease, the transition shade that I just put on. I'm gonna put a little bit of highlight on my brow bone. So something that's important to note, the difference between these two steps is on your crease you want something that's matte. It's supposed to be a shadowed area and you don't want that to be reflecting light, but then on your brow bone, which is a high point on your face, you want something with a little bit of shimmer. So now that I have my crease color and my brow bone color applied as a transition, I'm going to dip back in with Fairy with this small, densely packed brush, and I'm going to apply that all over my lid. And because this color is so light, I can apply it all the way into my inner corner, all the way into this inner third area that I would usually reserve for a very light shade. But like I said, this color is already meeting that specification, so I can just apply it all over. So step 3 is to apply color to your outer corner and your crease here, and again I'm including this as just one step because I do it all in one step with the same brush. I'm using a really small, densely packed brush that's going to give me a lot of precision, so when I do go to apply color to my crease, it doesn't fall down onto my lid or go too far up onto my brow bone. So I'm dipping into Sienna right now. Tap on my wrist. I'm just going to close my eye and outline this corner here that is created by my bone structure. So something to note when you're applying shadow is that you're going along with your natural bone structure to accentuate shadows that are naturally occurring on your face. So here on the crease, I'm accentuating a shadow. Up here on the brow bone, I'm accentuating light that's going to be hitting that high point. And I'm just bringing this color in about a third of the way onto my eyelid to create a shadow effect that will make my eye socket look a little bit deeper and my eyes look a little bit bigger. So for me, I have hooded lids, so I like to bring this color up a little bit more so that when I look up, I can see the color on my lid and then also see my brow bone, but if I close my eye, it looks, it's just falling a little bit above my crease. Okay, dipping in with Sienna again. You want to make sure that this outer corner is really well pigmented and really packed so that it does create a shadow effect. Then I'm going to take the clean side of this two-sided brush and just blend that out a little bit. So something that you'll have to do is go back in with your transition shades and just make sure that this looks seamless, but we'll wait until the end to do that. So I'm gonna go ahead and do the other eye, dip back into Sienna, tap on my wrist, then here I am outlining this corner, dragging it in a little bit. And again, I like to keep my eye a little bit open because it shows just above my crease where I want the pigment to go. But if you have deep set eyes, you probably want to keep your eye closed for this. and then blend out with a clean brush. This is also the moment that I like to wing out my shadow, and like I said, follow your bone structure. Don't follow your lash line like you would with a wing, like a winged liner. Just follow your bone structure and try to look in the light like this. If it looks natural, if it looks like, oh, that's where the shadow falls, then you did it right. Blending, blending, blending. Okay, so step 4 is going to be sort of optional. I always like to put pigment under my lower lash line, so on my lower lid, because I think it kind of completes the look and makes it look put together. But if you think it weighs down your eyes or if it doesn't work for you personally, you can skip this step. But I'm gonna dip back in with sienna using the same brush that I used to put shadow on my outer corner and my crease. And I'm just going to drag that color about 2/3 of the way across my lower lid. I'm just gonna drag this color out and onto this corner that I've created to create some continuity between these two sections of my eye. I'm going to go ahead, dip back into sienna, and do that to the other eye. Just dragging this 2/3 of the way across, and then flicking out and bringing this across my crease again. Blend out a little bit. Kind of want to blend between every step. Anytime you put down any pigment, make sure that you blend. I'm going to dip in with tempera on my pinky, and I'm going to put that right in the inner corner, and that'll finish off the lower lash line. Step 5, the last step, is to just go back in with your transition colors and blend out all of that pigment so that everything looks seamless. So I dipped back in with orange soda, which is the first color that I used, just above where my crease is, and just blending that out. Making sure that that pigment isn't traveling too far up to my brow bone, but is just making that transition look a little bit less stark. Back in with orange soda, other eye, tap, tap, tap on my wrist, starting at the outer corner where I want more pigment, and then just blending across. I'm also going to use the same pigment with a slightly smaller brush to blend my lower lash line. I'm just going to blend across very lightly, sort of halfway on the pigment I already put down and halfway on bare skin. And then again with the other eye, starting on this outer corner and blending across. And this is just going to soften that pigment a little bit. The last part of this blending experience is going to be going back in with Fairy, tap, 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 and reapplying that to my brow bone right above where I applied orange soda. I'm just going back in with sienna on my outer corner just to sharpen that up a little bit. Back in with orange soda, blend that out. You might have to go back and forth a little bit, but this is essentially the finished look for this shadow. So all I need now is a little bit of liner, or because this is a very natural look, I might forego the liner today and just put on mascara. Okay, so just a quick recap on how to apply eyeshadow in 5 steps. First step, put down your transition shade on your crease and your brow bone. Second step, put down your lid color. Third step, outline your outer corner and your crease. Fourth step is optional. Go ahead and put color down on your lower lid. And step 5 is to blend everything out, reapply pigment where needed, and make sure that everything looks seamless. Thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate all of the support. I've had so much fun filming makeup looks, so I'm kind of thinking maybe tutorials is the next step. It's so scary talking to the camera, but I'm doing my best. If you liked this video, please like, comment, and subscribe so I know, and let me know if you want me to make more like this. Thank you so much. See you next time. Hi everyone, so today I'm going to be showing you how to do a basic eyeshadow look using Soft Glam palette by Anastasia, just to give you an idea. Damn it! Okay, go. Thank you so much for watching. I've had so much fun making my